Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Black Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. I got a little friend today. She's sniffing round, seeing as I've just had a chocolate croissant. Aren't you? You only show any interest when you got some food. Let me bring you on. Let me bring you on. Oh, she's running away now. Oh, God, I caught you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right, there you go. She'll settle eventually. Oh, just jumped across. But anyhow, we've got Toshi breaking out now. She's coming back across now. She's climbing on my desk chair. Look at you. Hello. You're excited, aren't you? Yes, you are. Right, we've got Toshi breaking out now, so it's fantastic in the crypto market. We covered ZBet yesterday, so that's done. That's performed really well since we covered yesterday's video. If you want to see that video, again, just go over to the YouTube channel. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. However, the other crypto bubble that's doing really well, and we're heavy on Toshi right now, is we're currently up 8.2% on the day. Look at this. We've got this strong breakout that we actually identified a couple of days ago. Let's just take the let's just actually go on to the daily time frame. Actually, we knew it was breaking out. We had a fake out down here, then we reverted sort of back to this sort of symmetrical triangle, if you will. They're prevalent in the crypto space. You get symmetrical triangles all the time. They don't always make a move to the upside, so you've got to be very skeptical with these. Usually, you want to wait until they make a little bit of a move. Yes, you may be getting in at a premium, but in my view, it's probably better to wait and see with these symmetrical triangles. So this is what I'm going to start doing further forward. However, like I just said, I've already been in Toshi, so I've already been back in the truck up. But we're looking really well now. We've burst out of that sort of symmetrical triangle and the sort of first sort of pit stop on the smaller time frame. So that would mean in the short term, we're getting up to this sort of 4-hour close up here. So I could imagine possibly today, even tomorrow, even Wednesday. Wednesday usually get a lot of volatility, especially with the economic calendar. Wednesdays usually, you've got economic calendars, especially in the first week of going into a new month. So we've got this 0.0009744 sort of mark here. So in terms of percentage gains, let's just run it up there. So we've got about 11% in the short term, so I'll be happy with that. And then once we start breaching this high, we can sort of go into sort of not quite price discovery, but certainly we can start having a crack at these sort of highs up here. So you can see this one here. This is the daily high. So this would be the next pit stop after this next couple of days. Yeah, so we've got an extra 10% to move. It's not humongous right now, but obviously we've got this daily close up here. So we are making our way up to this mark here. So from current price action, if we measure this up, we're looking at some juicier gains. So we're looking at more towards 70% approximately. So 70% move, fantastic. You know what? I'm more than happy with that. I have got slightly higher targets as well based on the sort of range measured move, which is bringing us up a sort of, I think it's about 1.4 in terms of these charts here. We've got 1.4 there, sorry. In fact, I'll just plot these again for you. So for me, the range, I'll just mark that out with the sort of order block, if you will. This sort of order block here, yeah, we've had some deviation down here, but I feel like this deviation was mainly due for pullbacks. When you get a breakout, we usually get a retest of these sort of previous structures here, which is what this has done here. So we've got slight deviation in my view, but predominantly most of, I would say 80% of the price action has occurred within this sort of purple order block. And again, I just want to be conservative as well, because I don't want to set expectations where people are setting the targets too high before any sort of price action rolls over. Because ultimately, what I'm trying to do with Toshi is rotate it. I want an early mover, rotate my bags into other lagging coins. For example, some of these ones down here, Veracity, for example, XYen, that we cover often on the channel. So this is the sort of thing we're trying to do here. So if we just do a sort of measured move up there, again, it's coming up around the yellow line as well. So we're probably just going to breach this sort of daily, the highest daily close up here. So yeah, 70%. I'm going to take my bags in that. That'll probably be it for Toshi this cycle for me. I'm going to concentrate heavily on the other cryptos. That's just what I'm aiming to do, guys. Yeah, I just want to maximize my bags before we do get lift off, because these other coins, especially VRA and XYen, XCN for me has got a minimum of 30x in it. I do believe we're going to see sort of 31 cent, which I've covered in other videos. And then we've also got Veracity as well. Also, we're targeting all-time highs out of a multi-year wedge, so they're absolutely massive. Obviously, they take years and years and years and years to build. So if you can get a breakout at the apex of one of those, you can create generational wealth, and you just got to be able to be patient enough. And this is one of the attributes that a lot of new traders, even myself, a seasoned, I wouldn't even call myself a seasoned pro, but what I am a seasoned trader and investor. I've been in these markets for many, many years, over a decade now. I've been trading since the age of 18, over 10 years in the markets. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of it's all to do with patience. And that's the famous quote from the legendary Warren Buffett. These markets are a device to transfer the impatient to the patients. So it just depends if you're an impatient person or a patient person. I am impatient. However, somehow I manage to just continuously accumulate. I literally just head down, do your job, continue dollar cost averages. I trade in between, obviously, with sort of 20% of my total bag, 80% bag for the long haul. And this is pretty much all you have to do, guys. It's very, very simple, but it is painful emotionally because you're sat around, everybody wants price action, everybody's refreshing the mobile phones, cell phones if you're over in America. So this is where we're at now, guys. But Toshi looking really well. Let's run it up 70%. If we hit that, then we'll come back on the channel. We'll cover the results and then we'll look at rotation. I'll do a rotational video for you guys where I'm actually disposing the gains ultimately. So whether that be, like I say, XCN, VRA, we'll try and identify some other coins as well. Depending, we don't know if these other coins are going to move in the interim with Toshi. Yeah, because they are fairly, especially XCN, it's very rough, similar market cap to Toshi, so they tend to move in sort of baskets. And I would say like cryptos are, again, like large caps, they seem to be more synchronized. So yeah, just something to look out for anyway, guys. It's just, what we're looking out for now. So, you know what? I can quickly take a look at Veracity because this is a coin at this moment in time that I'm looking to rotate into. If I just zoom out for you guys, absolutely phenomenal. I like my favorite coins are ones that hold utility and also undervalue in the market. So for me, and I love chart patterns as well. So if you get those three combinations, it's just spelling absolute gains. Yeah, Cheddar Factory is going to be absolutely stinking. Yeah, your neighbours down the street will actually smell you from a mile off because you'll be reeking of cheddar cheese. You're going to make that. You're going to make so much money in these markets, guys, if you are disciplined and patient enough to actually hold it out. But this is multi-year wedge. This is on the weekly charts. So each candle is obviously representing a week. We have got the wedge in the symmetrical triangle. We've had a couple of fake outs. You can see here, these are dangerous fake outs. Yeah, and these can actually lead to a massive drawdown within your portfolio. Say, for example, you're buying this breakout here, and then ultimately we're pulling back 80%, or even if you actually bought the breakdown and you're still hodling, down over 90%. So these are very, very dangerous markets. But in my view, this is now creating this symmetrical triangle. We are in Q4. We're not even going in Q4. We're in Q4 right now. So there's no reason not to hodl the bag because Q4 are the most bullish quarter of the year. Going into a multi-year wedge. What is there not to like about this chart? You know, we're looking at US election highs up here. We're looking at 600%. So that's a 7x your money just to get to US elections. I'll take 90% drawdown all the time. This is why it's so important to diversify in the markets. We've got this sort of fake out high up here. This is a 12, 13x. And then ultimately, we've got these sort of all-time highs. Can we get up to all-time highs? Absolutely. We've got 7,122% over there. So that's over a 72x for Veracity. So you don't need a lot of money in these market, guys. I'm just going to divide. I'm going to get 1 million. Everyone wants to be a millionaire, right? Let's get up to 1 million. And then how am I going to play this actually with the percentages? I'm not quite sure. Can you divide by, I've never actually tried this before. 7,122%. Does that even work? Yeah, it does. Right, so you need 14 grand approximately if he was to run back up to all-time highs to become a millionaire. Who wants to be a millionaire? You need $14,000. Never financial advice. That's exactly what I've got. I've got a bit more in Veracity because I like to spread my risk. But ultimately, once we get home with these other cryptos, for example, Toshi, we are going to get back to home base and we're going to actually increase, maybe even double our bag of Veracity if Toshi can run up and get this 70% move. Now, so this is what we're looking for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe as always. Make sure you're joining the Discord as well if you want access to the crypto Discord AI, where that actually represents all the technical indicators, etc. You don't need any experience whatsoever. You got a 3-day free trial in there as well. Anyhow, until next time, the block bolt is over and out.